Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's vlog. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be taking you guys on my liposuction journey from the very first appointment to how I am doing and feeling right now. In 2 days it will be 1 month post surgery, and I absolutely love the results so far. Like, I have lost 3.5 kgs and I feel so good. I will be doing a Q&A for the girlies that are curious to know more that I might not cover in this vlog. Do let me know in the comment section what you'd like to know after watching the video, what I haven't spoken about, and I will do a Q&A about that. So just a quick recap, I did my liposuction in the Czech Republic. For those that do not know, yes, we live in Europe. I know people assume that we are from America or we are in America, but no, we are not. I'm actually from Africa and my husband is from Europe. The clinic that I went with is the same clinic that I had my boobs done. The Dr. Scala, I had built a good rapport with him. Since he did my boobs and I had such a good experience, then I decided to go back for lipo. So I just emailed him and I was like, I would like to come in for liposuction consultation, and he was like, yeah, just choose any Thursday of this month. I'll be available from 2 o'clock. Just come in. So yeah, I went, I saw him. I don't want to say so much here, just wanted to give you guys a quick recap. And then I also went for my blood tests, which I slept in Prague. I'll be showing you guys in this vlog. And then I went for the surgery. All through, it's been a good experience, honestly. I just had about a week ago my doctor's checkup and everything is, I'm healing just fine. My stomach looks amazing. Everything is just perfect. Anyway, guys, I don't want to keep yapping. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. So this is the week that I just emailed the doctor asking for a consultation and got one booked. So I thought to myself, why not start vlogging now, to document these moments from the very beginning. So we happened to be going to the grocery store and I was like, I'll just, start vlogging. And that's what I did. My baby decided to cry for these sunglasses she's wearing in the car. And I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I'll just give them to her for a moment's peace. But how cute is she though? So here we're in the grocery store. I'm getting some veggies and some fruits and stuff. Just a weekly top up. A couple of days later, I went to get my lashes done. And guys, let me tell you something about getting individual lashes. The nap slaps like a literal coma. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, where the F am I? Remember, your eyes are glued shut, so you can't open them and check where you are. You just have to lay there still and trust that you're okay. But I looked cute afterwards, so I was like, yes. Dobre ranko. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my love. Dobre rano. I love you. Did you sleep good? Yes.
Good.
So this is about 3 weeks later. I woke up super early. We were heading to Prague, my baby and I, for the surgery consultation. I was up by 6 a.m., but she decided to sleep in, I guess, until 7:15. Yeah, so I woke up early because I wanted to clean the house. I have this thing, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, I'm a clean freak. Whenever I have like a whole day's journey or I'm traveling or something, or even if we're traveling as a family, I make sure I clean the night before or I clean the whole day before. Because I hate to come back, even if it's the same day, to a dirty house. Like, I just really don't like it. So basically, if we're traveling, I arrive at my destination jet lagged and super, super tired. So by the time she woke up, I had already packed her fruits and her food and stuff because I knew that she wouldn't let me do all this stuff when she's awake. Hence, I woke up earlier than her. The bus to Prague is 5 to 8 minutes away from our house, depending on how fast you walk. So that is really convenient for us. For example, the days my husband does not want to drive, we all just take the bus. But for me and my baby, we are always taking it because your girl still doesn't drive. One of my goals this year is to get my driving license and to master the Czech language. I'm the type of person that's super intentional in everything I do, and I know this might sound a little bit ignorant, but all along I just didn't feel like learning it. I just put my foot down and I was like, I'm not learning this language. And I also have other reasons that I won't mention here why I didn't want to learn this language, but I'll just leave it at that. So we arrived in Prague and we got a Bolt because navigating the public transport with my baby is super hectic, especially if I'm alone, and we are heading to the clinic. We got to the clinic. I went for my appointment. I spoke to the doctor. I told him everything I wanted. And before I left also, I got the surgery date booked. And I was super excited about that because I didn't really think they would accommodate me that fast. I didn't really want to have this surgery like towards spring or in the middle of spring. I wanted it as soon as possible. So when I asked them if they had any date in March, they were like, yeah, how about March 5th? I was like, perfect, thank you. And then after that, we headed to the mall. When we got to the mall, we sat down for some hot chocolate as we waited for my mother-in-law. I had messaged her while I was in the bus earlier, asking if she wanted to meet, hang out. And she was like, yeah, I'm free, I'll come. Guys, I don't know if anyone knows this, but I don't drink coffee because it makes me so anxious and nervous. It literally gives me shakes. And my baby got a baby chino, which is really cute. Before I had a baby, I didn't know there was anything called baby chino. I mean, how cute. My mother-in-law met us in Zara. I wanted to get a few stuff for Sancha. Guys, I feel like since my baby was born, I just go to shop for her. Like I hardly ever shop for myself. We have an upcoming trip to Greece and I feel like she's the only one with clothes. My husband and I, we don't have that many clothes for this trip. And I was thinking about getting her more. It's really crazy how you think the moment you have kids. Anyway, here my mother-in-law helped me in the metro with Sancha. I don't take public transport when it's just me and her because she's always doing something dangerous. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just save myself and her and, we'll take Bolts. But here, my mother-in-law helped me with her and we are trying to catch, I guess, the next train to the bus stop. We reached the bus stop right on time and this is us heading home. You won't believe me when I tell you this was 4 o'clock, around 4:10, and it was this dark. I mean, about 2 or 3 weeks after the consultation, we were back in Prague for the blood tests. The bus had just dropped us off right on this curb, and as you can see, my baby is trying to get off the walker, which is really dangerous because this is like a very busy street. Anyway, this was a Sunday, and as you can see, the town looks quite sleepy. We were going to be sleeping over because the blood tests are going to be early the next morning. Then the Bolt dropped us off at the hotel. It was right at the center of Prague, and how beautiful, guys, is this area. Like, I wish I was staying longer. I wished I was a tourist and I'd be like, oh my god, my hotel is right in the heart of the city. This is how it looks. This is the doorway, our walker, and this is my mama. Hi, mommy. Hi, Gali. Do you like it here? Okay. For some reason, the door is not well insulated. There's so much cold coming from down there. Like when you stand there, you can feel like a lot of cold wind coming through. I brought some of Sanchez food in this cooling bag because we're gonna be in Prague the entire day tomorrow. I have the surgery blood test, what do I call it, appointment early in the morning at around 7:30, and then after that we have a lunch reservation for Sunshine and I. Oh, this is so cool. This is so beautiful. Wow, so thoughtful. Yeah, and then after that, after the lunch, we have an appointment. My husband will come to town at around midday. We have an appointment at 2:30 with basically a lady that we give. She has an organization that takes care of orphans and they build schools in Africa, and we're gonna meet her tomorrow to talk about basically what the last donation we made did. And then after that, I have a dental appointment. I'm gonna go get my teeth cleaned. It's been a while. It's been like half a year since I went. And my husband kept telling me, you need to make an appointment. You need to make an appointment. Because he goes frequently, like get his teeth cleaned, teeth checked out and stuff. So I finally made an appointment and it's at 4. And then after that, we head on home. Or we might go to my mother-in-law's to, visit. And then we'll head on home. I don't think this is safe, like having such sharp knives with my baby. She touches everything. And yeah, I won't be having any coffee, maybe some tea, but that's useful. And then there's a pan and a dishwasher. I wish I brought some milk so that I can make her, because she drinks a whole lot of milk at night. Uh-oh, are you okay? She touches everything, guys. Usually when we travel with our baby, we book places that have like a washing machine. Mommy, stop, please. Oh my God. We book places that have a washing machine and, a kitchenette so that we can be able to make our meals. We don't really like giving her like food pockets, like processed food. Even when we travel, we try to, how do I say this? Thank you, my love. She gave me the key. We try to maintain her home like environment as much as possible, like for her to eat home cooked food and stuff. And then right opposite we have the bathroom. So pretty. It's me looking raggedy. You're tired? You want to remove the cold suit? Sleepy? Okay, I'm gonna put you to sleep. So beautiful. Wow. And so clean. I love clean spaces. Hey, the floor is heated here. OMG, so thoughtful. Look, Gali, they have a potty. A potty for my mama. Wow, so thoughtful. Potty. I read a post that someone made and said there's no reward for suffering. If you have the money, pay for the comfort.
I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy? I heard you, my love. I'm gonna put you to sleep. So, and then there's this cute fridge over here. So nice. I wish it was white though, but it's very beautiful. And then a little sitting area here, and baby cot. Well, she's gonna sleep with me, but usually I like to request a baby cot if possible, so that when I'm like doing my makeup or getting ready or packing up, she's not following me going up and down. As you can see, she's always where I am. She's right here, like I'm here and she's here. She's always following me and like touching things. So I like to request for that, and we try to keep the remotes away from her. Request so that if I keep her in there. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Are you okay? Unzip your cold suit because you might be very hot. Unzip it and open it. Yeah, as I was saying, we like to request a cot so that I can put her in there and I know she won't be walking around when I'm doing stuff like packing or doing my makeup. Yeah. And a really, really comfy looking bed over here. I can't wait to sleep here. I was even telling my husband I wish I booked this place 2 nights. But we have the mini kindergarten on Tuesday. I need to do as many things as possible with her and keep her routine, because after the surgery I won't be able to move as much, so we won't be going to the kindergarten. We'll be staying home. Anyway, this is us. I'm gonna get her ready to sleep, and then I'm gonna probably watch something or on my tablet, and then I'm going to sleep. So open the window, it's cold. But this place is in the heart of Prague. We have a long day tomorrow. Say bye, Gali. Say bye-bye. So caught. Say bye-bye to the camera. She doesn't know I'm vlogging. She's not used to this. Like, I hardly ever vlog, so she doesn't really know. Decent. Bye-bye, Soko. See you later. Cold. Okay, guys. Why are you getting angry at Mama? Why are you making Mama that face? So the next morning, we were both up by 6:30. We showered, did our morning routine. I gave her some Greek yogurt and some fruits. I didn't have breakfast because I needed to not have eaten anything from midnight until the tests were done. And guys, how amazing is this? Like, they give you a hygiene kit and a set of baby towels. Like, I was like, this place is so mindful. You know, I didn't tell them that my baby is a toddler. I guess they just read from her passport or the details that I filled in, and they put a potty in there. Overall, I was really impressed by the service, and I was like, I'm coming back here. For whatever reason, if I find myself in Prague and I don't have a place to stay, I'm not thinking about my mother-in-law's house. I'm coming back here. So here I go to the clinic right on time. I actually thought I was late, but they were like, oh, you're 30 minutes early. And I was like, perfect. So I was sitting here waiting to be called in. So the tests that I was going to have done this day included a complete blood count, urinalysis. I had carried my urine from 4:30 that morning, and they were glad that I took the initiative since they didn't ask me. So I was going to have my renal function checked, otherwise the kidney function. And the test measures basically the levels of various substances in your blood, including electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and minerals like calcium. They measured my blood sugar levels, and they did an ECG test as well as checking my blood for any STDs, STIs. And after that, I saw a doctor, and he basically asked about my general wellness, checked my throat and breathing, and he was like, you're okay. So I think that is also important to make sure that you don't die on the operating table. So I don't quite remember how long this test took. I do remember that I was super dizzy afterwards because they took a whole lot of blood. And after that, we got on a bolt and we went to see my mother-in-law.
Jo, výborně. O, ty říká. Tak. Ten je asi od strýčka Berryho, z Sumatry.
We chilled at my mother-in-law's for about 2 hours, and then after that we went for our lunch date that I had made a reservation for. I invited her since she was free that afternoon, and we had some yummy food. Like, the food was really amazing and the ambience was top. And then after that, we took a walk around the city as I waited for my husband to get into town so that we could go to the charity organization appointment that we had. And then, guys, how beautiful is Prague? Like, look at this. This is so stunning. Later that evening, after my dental appointment, we went to the mall because Ibrahim wanted to buy some shirts and trousers. So I was waiting here for him and I was super tired. I couldn't even look at anything for babies or women. I just had to sit and chill and get in the car and head on home. After the blood test appointment, you have 2 weeks to get the surgery done. So at the clinic, I was advised to come on the day of the surgery without a manicure. So this time I went for my monthly pedicure and a foot scrub. I also tried to take my baby to the kindergarten as many times as possible because I knew I was not going to be able to do that after the surgery. I knew at least I would be down for 2 weeks. And this is her playing with her little bestie. Guys, how cute is my baby's artwork that the teacher helped her do this week? Like, just amazing. They should actually have given me this to take home, but they decided to hang it and I was like, okay, that's fine. Before I knew it, 2 weeks were done, and this was the night before I went in for my surgery. My husband was helping me document my before and after child, and I had gained weight. Like everywhere, even on my face and my lips. I couldn't move my lips properly because I was so fat. Early the next morning, we drove to Prague. For cosmetic surgeries, I don't know if anyone knows this, but they require you to bring cash, so I had my cash with me. The same week I went for consultation, I had paid a certain amount just to ascertain, I guess, that I would honor the date that I was given for surgery and I wouldn't call to say, oh, I'm cancelling after a week or two. When we got to Prague, we went to my mother-in-law's where my baby and my husband are going to spend the night since I was going to spend mine at the clinic. And on arrival at the clinic, I was just a ball of nerves. I literally couldn't breathe. I was wondering, OMG, what if I don't wake up? What will my baby think happened to me? I signed a bunch of documents and I waited to see the surgeon for another appointment. And after that, I was taken to the ward. I am in the ward. Can I call it the ward? I kept telling me 1,000 times, don't be nervous, but I'm super nervous, like really nervous, because I'm a mom and I'm worried. Like, you always worry about these things. I mean, what's gonna happen? Are you gonna be okay? But they've assured me that everything will go fine. So weirdly enough, I'm in the last day of my period today. So I need to, the doctor told me not to shower, not to interfere with the markings. I have markings all over my stomach and yeah, just wanted to refresh and wear the tampon. So yeah, let's do this. This is after the surgery, I'll wear this. And I asked the doctor if I can buy another one because I don't want to just have one. So I was sharing the room with another lady from the UK, and this nurse was here to put the butterfly needle on both our hands. Putting that needle was super painful and I was hungry and cold. So I was really second guessing my life choices at this moment. The nurses kept coming in after this to give me pills and injections through the butterfly needle, and it hurt so bad. I was in the ward, I guess, from 9 a.m. to around 1 o'clock. That morning I had consultation with the surgeon and he briefed me that my surgery was to last 1 hour and 30 minutes. Then I would stay in the surgery ward for 2 hours to get washed and dressed while the doctors monitored me and how I was reacting to the post-surgery. I just remembered something funny that happened. So around 1 o'clock, 2 nurses come into our ward and they're like, Sheila, you're up, you're going for surgery. And to tell you, I was so shocked just to hear that. It's like I wasn't even prepared mentally that I was going to go for surgery. Anyway, they wheel me into the theater and at the door, 2 men receive me. So one guy was an older gentleman and another one had tattoos like on his neck and on his hands, some kind of a sleeve tattoo thing going on. And I don't know who among the two leaned towards me and said something. But here's the funny part. As soon as the guy leaned over and looked me in the eye and said something, first of all, my heart dropped. And the next thing I knew, I woke up 9 hours later in the ward feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. Guys, surgery is crazy. It's the craziest thing you'll ever do. So this is me at around 2 a.m. The first time I managed to take myself to the toilet. And from then on, I was so disoriented. I didn't want to watch anything. I wasn't feeling like myself. No sleeping position was just good enough. And I remember thinking, oh my God, is my kid okay? I was just super worried about her because this was the very first night she was going to be sleeping without me since she was born. I was super dizzy just thinking about it. I felt like I would faint. Also because I hadn't eaten anything for over 24 hours, so I just lay in bed and looked out the window until I fell asleep. At around 4:30 a.m., I was beginning to feel a little bit better, so I put the OC, which is one of my favorite comfort shows, and I began to watch, and then I fell asleep. And before I knew it, it was morning. Thank God. So in the morning, I was just super excited to be awake and alive, and I was missing my baby so bad that it hurt. The doctor came in to check on us again, discharged us, and we were given this goodie bag to take home with us. It had some plasters to change in case the ones we had on opened before the 2 weeks that we were supposed to remove them. Now this is my husband and I driving home, and I had got some pilau. Was it pilau or biryani? I'm not so sure, because I was starving. I was so hungry, I was shaking. And to tell you the truth, this was the best pilau or biryani I ever had. Or maybe I was just super hungry. Anyway, I was watching White Lotus and my husband was driving us home.
So here's our patient that just returned home.
Hi guys. So I was discharged this morning. I feel so nauseous, and I have to keep this super tight compression suit. It's all the way to my knees because I kind of had lipo also between my thighs.
Guys.
She's saying guys. So I went in for my surgery yesterday at 1. I hope the door is closed. Oh my God, our baby has learned to now open the main door, and we are afraid that she's gonna open and just leave. Anyway, I had my surgery at 1, and the surgery was 1 hour and like 30 minutes long. So and I had to stay in the ward for 2 hours apparently to monitor you. I was briefed about this before because in the morning I had another doctor's appointment where I told the doctor exactly what I wanted. I remember the first appointment I didn't tell him I wanted my waist to be super snatched. And when I came home after that appointment, I was kind of like worried, oh my God, what if he doesn't understand? Because I don't want the regular lipo, I want my waist snatched, if anything. I didn't want him to remove just a little fat. From that appointment, I felt like he thought I wanted just, to get rid of the fats. But I had to send him an email and I was like, hey doctor, I would like to clarify something. I would like lipo 360, not just lipo. I was like, okay, we'll talk on the day of the surgery. We'll have an appointment with you.
Understood.
Yeah, it was like I removed 2 liters of fat from your stomach, basically your waist area, your abdomen. So the results will be better than you expected, and I got super excited.
So at which point did you feel the most pain from the start to now?
I think I'm feeling pain all the time when I move. Like when I make moves, when I leave the car, when I sit on the toilet, I'm in so much pain.
But as long as you don't move, you're okay.
Yeah, as long as I don't move, I'm okay, but I need to
good.
move. And I asked the doctor, which sides can I sleep? Can I sleep on my side? Can I sleep on my back? And he was like, you can sleep on even your stomach, but then it's super painful. Gikuyu, mama, gikuyu. Yeah, but I woke up, I think I kept waking up because they were giving me medicine. They were changing the drip also and like readjusting and giving me painkillers through like a syringe. And I would be like, just look at them and just go back. And just look and go back because I was in so much, I was in a daze. I couldn't stay awake. Yeah. I was actually fully awake, I think around 3, and then I messaged you, then you answered me at 4. Yeah, so
I was actually surprised when I was picking that you were capable of walking, so I thought you'll be a mess. I'll be just supporting you, like.
I was a mess the entire night. I peed twice. I think I woke up to pee at 1 in the morning, and at around 3 before I started messaging you, I had just come from the toilet, and I couldn't walk. They had to hold me, and I was like, oh my god, if they're holding me now and I'm not able to walk by morning, I'm screwed.
Yeah, I thought you'd be very
Come here with the beak, I'll read for
unable to carry your own weight, but you were kind of okay. You even carried back. I was like, what?
Yeah, I carried my handbag. I think also when you have a baby, you have to instincts kick in that I have to at least try to move, because I know it's all in the mind sometimes. I mean, pain. Mama, careful, don't touch me, mama. Sometimes I hear that people are hurt and they drag themselves to a nearest phone or something. I think it's all in the mind, really. Even when you're in sheer pain, you try to. Because I knew there's no how she's gonna let me just not help her. Like today, she was crying at your mom's, hold me, carry me. And I couldn't, but I made her stand on a stool and then I embraced her. Because I couldn't carry her. Yeah, so. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dobry.
I'm sorry, Dobry. Sorry. What? That's like with a toddler. Big. I'll read for you the book, Mama. Just give me 5 minutes, okay? I'm talking. I'm vlogging, okay? Come this way. You're gonna fall over the bed. So wait, just a minute. Ow.
So now you'll be in bed for how long?
I'll be in bed, I guess, for the rest of the week, and then maybe 2 days of next week. I'm thinking, depending. I guess I'll remove the compression socks, and then in 3 weeks, I guess I'll remove this. I'll keep asking them to confirm because they were telling me all this information, and I was like,
So in 2 weeks, you'll bend and tie your own shoes?
I don't know yet. It depends, I guess. But I'll keep emailing the office manager of the doctor to ask.
Well, for how long do you have the painkillers prescribed?
I have them for, I guess, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Those tiny pills are for 2 weeks?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's the nausea pills.
Yeah, the nose doesn't nausea pills. So I'm not sure if it's 1 week or 2 weeks. But yeah, I guess until I'm not in pain anymore. I'm not so sure. So we will see. Yes, Mama, I'll read you the big.
I guess that's it.
Mommy, Mama had on the. So the same day I got home, I ordered another post-operation outfit because I wanted so desperately to wash the one I had on. The following days, I just took it easy, stayed home, lounged around because I couldn't walk much, and I just spent time with my kid. It was fun.
No, baby, yes. Baby, say me, and jump and jump and don't much out big Food down!
Sorry. I'll hold it for you. It won't fall down.
Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
More please, more please, more please, more please.
And
Where did it go?
mm-hmm.
Find it. Uh.
Yay! You did it! Ow, ow, ow. P.S. I had to wear that white panty because that post-operation outfit had a huge gaping hole between the legs, so that one doesn't have to take it off each time you use the toilet. Otherwise, I was still swollen and in pain. And towards the end of the second week, I was able finally to go outside, pick my packages, and I took my baby to the mall. So I was quite mobile the second week for sure. I still wasn't taking her to the kindergarten at this point, so I had to improvise ways to keep her busy. I got her this sliding and climbing thing that I'm putting together just to keep her entertained as I heal and get my energy back. Usually she attends a private Montessori kindergarten, and I stay there with her throughout, typically from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays or Fridays, depending. This is not an exception for me and her alone. There are a few other moms that will stay with their babies. So yeah, it is quite challenging to have surgery and have a toddler. Overall, I can say that this was one of the most humbling experiences of my life, but I'm so grateful I went through it and I came out alive. And I don't really feel like my kid felt like she missed out on anything. It was this regular old mom at home. We were doing the same activities we do at home when you don't go to kindergarten. The only difference is that I wasn't really working as much. So this is the beginning of week 3, and I started to remove the bandages as the doctor had advised. And as you can see, I'm still super bruised and swollen. It looked like I was in a fight or I fell down from a tree. And the fact that my skin felt like jello, guys, I was so worried because I still couldn't feel my skin. I would touch and I still wouldn't feel anything. And I was like, oh my God, what if this doesn't go away? But thankfully it went away, and my legs feel like my legs now.
You're so cold? What? No, I don't want to step on water, Mama. I don't want to step on water. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am.
Come with my mommy.
Go there.
Now, the beginning of week 4, I had a doctor's checkup, and here we are in a bus again, heading to Prague. My child had not slept so well the night before, so she napped on me the entire bolt ride to the clinic. I mean, the moment she naps, I'm like, thank God, I get a moment's peace. The way to see the doctor was a little long this time around because there was a lot more people waiting for, I guess, a consultation or a checkup. My baby got hungry in the waiting area, and I was like, child, I'm feeding her. Because being a mommy comes first before anything else. Once I was ready to see the doctor, he said that I was healing perfectly. I just need to start massaging my stomach. And he told me by around week 5, I can remove the post-operation outfit. After the checkup, I went to the mall to get some stuff from H&M Home. I really needed some beautiful spring smelling house and toilet fragrances, so I ended up getting both. Usually I lay up my perfumes, and I like the fact that people notice everywhere I go. They're like, oh, you smell so good. Personally, I think that's one of the best compliments. And I like the same to be said about my house. I also got some new towels and panties, which I only bought because they looked cute.
You want to wash your hands? We're going to use the toilet and then we're going to go. Mommy is tired. Guys, it's been a long day. Whew. Mama, careful, careful. You want to wash your hands? Yeah.
And finally, here we are at a coffee shop near the bus stop waiting to go on home. If anyone has reached this point, wow, what can I say? I appreciate you so very much, and I thank you for putting up with my blabbering. Hopefully you tune into the next vlog. Kisses.